everyone and welcome back to Schoolabe. In today's video, we are building URL Shortener in Python. What we will do it in a more secure and proper way. So we are using an external API, environment file, and URL lib to encode the URL. By the end of the video, we will not only shorten any URL but also learn how to handle API keys, HTTP request, and response parsing like a perfect way. So, and we are also on a mission to reach 2000 subscriber. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, and if you enjoy our content, so like this video and share with your friends. So here, for that first we create two files here. One is env and other one is man.py. So .env is environment file which is used to keep API keys here. So we will keep API key here because it is best practice to not write any API key or any security key in our code. That's why we are creating one environment file and keep that security key here. So we created that. Now we are using an external API from Cutly, so we go to that home page. So after login, you will see this type of dashboard. If you are not login, just you know how to log in, right? I don't have to teach you how to log in any website. So after you log in or sign up, you will see this is some dashboard like this. You have to go to here in API section and go to API key. Now in API key, there is a API key available for you. If you are new account, there is a button to create or generate API key, like this, generate or change the API key. So for now I have already created this API key. I will use this, so I just copy this one and come to my code editor here, and here I write in environment file API key equal, okay. So I just save API key in environment file. Now this API key I need to access in main.py, right? So I just import our important modules. So what we are going to do in this project, we are going to hit one API. We are going to use .env and we are going to encode our URL. So for the encode URL, we need to import one library which is or module which is called URL lib dot parse, right? Now we also going to hit a request, so we get import request, and we import os to access file and import .env from .env import load import load.env. Okay, so this way we import our all the important package required for this project. Now we need to import in environment variable. So for that we need to load our environment file. So for that I just write here load.env, right? So now environment file is loaded, so we just need to get API key. So just I get API key equal os dot get environment API key. Now we need to check if API key is available or not. So if not API key, then we will raise one error, the API key is not set in the .env file. It is now everything, we got API key. So now how we get that URL which we need to shorten? So for that we just ask the user to please enter the URL to be shortened. Like this we ask to the user, and user when give the URL, we encode we shorten that URL. So for that, we just you can also create the function that this auto completion suggest. But if we don't want to create function, we just write here API URL. Oh, sorry. And first we need to encode to URL lib. Okay, so for in we encode this encode URL. Okay, so now URL is encoded in URL lib. Now we create API URL equal f double quotes, and I just copy this URL from here and paste. Key, we use API key encoded URL encoded. Okay, good. Okay, so this is a API key which we going to hit. So how we hit in Python? Just r equal to request dot get is a get API. So just we are hitting requests dot get API URL. Now we need, and this response is stored in this variable r. So now we convert this into JSON. So we just write r dot JSON. Now we have a response of this API in JSON format in data variable. Okay, now if we check here if data URL status is equal 7 or not, because if you come here in this, if you come here API and API documentation, we have complete documentation for how you will use this API. So here we have two parameter which is required and four parameter which is optional. So we just use a required parameter here. Here if you see, we use API key which is our key, and then we use a sort parameter which is encoded URL. So we only use these two. If you want to use other force which is use your desired sort link if not already taken, if set to 1 it will use your domain. If you have custom domain you can use that too. No title and public you can read from here. And there is sample request and response such type of, we use this API key till here, right? So we key and we use this similar way, and there we have a reply in a JSON format that if status 1 then we have this region and so on. If status 7 then means okay and link has been shortened, right? And these are the key in which we have some values, like for date of shortening, short link, shortened link, full link, original link, title, website title. Okay, so here we are checking that URL and status equal 7. So means URL and then status 7 is okay or not, and is equal 7 or not. If is equal 7 means our URL is correct and URL is shortened. So we just print the shortened URL, data URL and shortened link. This we get from here URL and shortened link. So we use this to get the shortened link here. And if not, then we print error and status. Error and status. Okay, so if we hit if we hit our main.py, it was asked to enter the URL to the shorten. So we just do one thing. I just copy one YouTube URL and paste here. This is the URL of my one video. So we hit enter and this give us shortened URL. If I just go to this open, this will give this come to this video. Okay, so this way we can create our Python shortener. Okay, so it is completed. We can also create UI for this, but for now we will not create UI. So if you are have any doubt in this video, any question you need to ask, you can mention in the comment, or what we will in the new next video, you can also let in comment. And please hit the subscribe button and like button, because we are targeting, we are in the journey of 2000 subscriber. So please subscribe the channel and share with your friends, classmates, share with them, and learn how we can hit any API, how we can handle JSON, and how we use .env to secure, to use API key in secure way. So well, so we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.